You know, there's been a lot of sadness around me of late with different people. And one of the things is because a lot of people are suffering the after effects. If you live in a country like Ireland, we have gone through a pandemic around the world. But in Ireland, we have the rules and regulations lifting and restrictions they call them. And in England, it's still prevalent, and they're still very strict around the London areas about doing this and doing that. But here we're a lot more freer. But one thing that I've seen is, people talk about losing their jobs, people talk about businesses closing, lots of places are paying off workers, and everything's becoming online, and lifestyles have changed. The pandemic has seen a complete turnaround of lifestyles and how people are, lot more people are working from home. But it doesn't stop us from daydreaming. And then I came across, because I'm a huge Warrior fan, I did a birthday tribute less than a week ago. If you look at my playlist, it would be around a week or two ago, when Aurora had her birthday, and I did a special thumbnail and I played my favorite song and I talked about it. But one of the songs that captivated me for a very long time was Daydreamer, and I have been itching and itching and itching to play this for a long time, and I just never did. And then I discovered this particular video is outside. Um, it's a Hate concert from 2019. There's selective people around her. Somebody told me her mother and father are in the audience, and I said, well, I don't know, I've never seen the video and I don't want to see it. I want to react, my first time reacting, because it's a song I want to, I've heard clippets of it and it just appeals to me. I love the beat, and I heard a bit of the rhythm, and I said, no, I'm not going to listen to it ever until the time is right. And I feel the time is right because we're all daydreaming about better times ahead. We're all daydreaming about what our future holds. How can we change things? How can we adapt? So I think it's a perfect song to anybody that is outside looking in going, oh, he plays a lot of her music. Yes, I do. And I will continue to, because I am a huge lover of everything she does. So enough talking. Let's play. Let's bring it back to the beginning. And let's hope we can get through this quickly. I already like it.
Ikke glem å drømme stort, da. Det er veldig viktig.
Silicon eyes, watching storms, sitting quiet, reading books in the heat of city lights. Bored, everyone's bored. When I'm restless, put me under the nightlife stars, and I will feel grounded. I know I'm just a girl, but can I change lives? If I am nothing, if I am trying, I think I can. I step on broken glass and dream of soft clouds. When feelings are heavy, they become all we are. And we become nighttime dreamers and street walkers and small talkers when we should be daydreamers and moonwalkers and dream talkers, and we become nighttime dreamers and street walkers and small talkers when we should be daydreamers and moonwalkers and dream talkers, and realize the quietness belongs to all of us and drives us closer into the madness of the world, of the girl, and it suits me just fine. 'Cause everyone lies and nobody loves, and somebody does. Right now I hear the chords, sweet music that no one sings, and we become nighttime dreams
Wow, 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 wow. Oh, that's the parents. Thank you. I have to say that must be the parents at the end, because somebody said in the video, I think it's the parents at the end hugging each other, so proud of her. I think so too. They saw the father resemblance there, I think. I could be wrong. It could be an uncle and aunt. The fans out there will correct me. So all warriors, please comment. Loved it. Just loved it. Isn't it just a wonderful weekend song? But anyway, I'm just on a high after that. It was so wonderful to watch, and the things going in the air, and how people were just going with her words, and they're in love with this young woman, and I'm not surprised. She just lifts you. I'm looking forward to going to one of her concerts. I really am. And if I have to travel, do you know what? I'm going to travel, and I think if she had a concert in Norway, I would travel to Norway, an excuse to go to Norway and actually see this wonderful, wonderful artiste. I can't wait. So as we become nighttime dreamers and streetwalkers, small talkers, when we should be daydreamers and moonwalkers and dream talkers. So nighttime dreamers, for me, this is symbolic of going to bed and dreaming about something. And streetwalkers and small talkers. Streetwalkers are, for me, that would be about a person just going through life and talking about, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, but not doing anything. They go to bed at night and their dreams mean nothing, it's empty. But what she's saying here, we should be moonwalkers, taking our dreams and our aspirations and our ambitions in life and going to the moon with them and talking about our dreams and making the dreams and those words into reality. And instead of being a nighttime dreamer and a streetwalker, we should be daydreamers when we're awake, making those dreams come true. That's what she's saying. So the quiet lust to us in verse 2 and drives us closer to the madness of the world of a girl, and it suits me just fine, because everyone dies and nobody loves, and somebody dies right now. I hear quiet, sweet music that no one sings. That's a very poignant, almost poetic verse and lyrics. How would I break it down? And the quiet lust belongs to all of us and drives us closer into the madness of the world. I think there is this, like a magnet, a compulsion just to keep going with life and going through the craziness of the world and not contributing and not doing anything and just watching it all. Like I talked before about politics and just accepting everything, and just that's how you go through life. People die. You're looking around, people aren't loving each other the way that they should be loving. Somebody dies right now, and we hear about it, but there's nobody really feeling it or affected by the death. And death comes in many forms. It's not just a person. It could be a way of life. It could be, death comes in a change of jobs. Something that you love doing, you now have to change to do something else. A new direction in life. Death to the past and walking the road of your future. But nobody is really like singing about life, about people, and saying, isn't that terrible, and making a change in their words or their actions. It's just like, it's a silent song. Life has become, shh, don't want to speak about it. So that's what Daydream is about. And then it's as far as I can take the video, because otherwise we go on and on and on. And I want to start making my videos a bit shorter, getting to the crux of what the song is about. But as I said in the thumbnail that I created, as we become nighttime dreamers and streetwalkers, we should be daydreamers and moonwalkers. When we're awake, we should be taking ourselves to the next level, to the moon. I'm doing this channel because I love it. I've discovered Aurora through doing this channel. I never heard of her music before. I've often raised my hand and said I never heard of her. And then suddenly I was looking for new artists to put on this channel, and I came across Aurora and have become a huge Warrior fan. She's about connecting Mother Nature through her words and lyrics with you, and connecting us with other people and other warriors and other like-minded people. She's not a nighttime dreamer. She's a daydreamer. She's turned her, when she's awake, her actions and her words into something that is now real. And that's what we all should be doing and taking from this song. So that is what I think it's all about. That's my interpretation of today's Daydreamer. I do hope you've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed watching her again because I just love it. You all know that. And after her birthday, I said, I've got to do a follow through. And it was on my mind to do this. And I said, just because I've done one video, I shouldn't have to wait so long. So I didn't. I did the video this weekend because I wanted to. And because of people like you, my daydreams are coming true. I'm doing this channel. I'm so happy. I'm so content reacting musically to a lot of wonderful artists around the world. I've gotten to know the fans of people in Russia, people in Serbia, people in the Ukraine, and I'm just wonderfully happy. I'm feeling very fulfilled. I need to write more because that's my profession, a writer. And that isn't a daydream. I've already wrote 3 books, but I'm working on a new series of children's books inspired by Aurora, I have to say. A long story, but inspired by her. Just to take the child out of me, and just, so that's what I'm doing. The little boy's coming out, and I'm just wonderfully happy. Keep dreaming, keep daydreaming, and turn your night dreams into daydreams, and aim for the moon, as Aurora said. And it will come true.